time after Oblivion opened, when the sons of Skyrim would spill their own blood. But no one wanted to believe they even existed. And when the truth finally dawns, it dawns in fire. But there's one they fear. In their tongue, he's Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
We're standing out in the bitter cold, which seems only fitting as we're about to talk about the Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim, and I've got the reviewer here, Jonas, finally on GRTV. How is Skyrim?
Skyrim is, as most people might have guessed, excellent. It's a really great game in every way. It's everything I hoped for and even more, actually.
It's a game we've been waiting for ever since Oblivion, but I'm dying to know, do you start out as a prisoner once again?
Of course you do, yeah you do. And you get to meet the dragons just a few minutes into the game as well, which is really nice.
They get that all out of the way right
exactly,
at the beginning.
Right out of the box.
What in Oblivion is that?
Sentry, what do you see?
But then you have to wait for quite a long time before you meet the dragons again, but well, it starts out with the dragon.
So I think one of the things that have been sort of much talked about is the changes made to the combat and all of that. So how does the combat work, and is it better than Oblivion, would you say?
Actually, I would say it is. It's much more streamlined and much more, it feels smoother when you play it. It feels like an action game, even though it isn't. Now you have 2 buttons controlling each arm, and it's really simple to, dual wield magic and swords, and using shields and swords or double weapons and so on. And also you can reach the different weapons and like magic formulas with the press up on the D-pad, which is really convenient, so you can get the kind of stuff you want really fast and get into battle.
And it's the same kind of versatility in terms of classes and what you can sort of, what direction you take your character. Is it all there?
It is, but it has been much changed because now you don't get to choose that much. It's your actions that defines who you are in the game. So if you play like a warrior, you will be a warrior. And well.
So I guess that's one of the differences. You're sort of more of one character that's sort of in this world rather than sort of anyone.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're like the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't spoil too much, but yeah, you get to know pretty early in the game that there's something special about you.
So obviously, I think Oblivion was much more about the side things than the main quests, in my opinion. How is the main quest, and how does it compare to things you can do on the side?
The main quest is much better this time than Oblivion, which mostly was about closing all those gates, which was a little bit tedious. But killing dragons is much more fun, and it's actually a much more developed story. But you still have all these many side quests to do, and they're really, really good as well. I actually spend more time doing the side quests than playing the main adventures first.
Yeah, I think that's what most Elder Scrolls players tend to do. So, how about the world? Do you have any favorite location that you could share, or city, or something something that you really were impressed with?
There's actually quite a few of these really big places that you can travel to really early in the game by using horse and carriage. And I would say the highest mountain, which is approximately in the middle of the map, to get to the top of that mountain, looking down, seeing all the Skyrim beneath you, that's a really, really cool thing.
Travel to the top of a mountain. We've done that with the game, so you're very positive about this game, obviously.
Yeah.
It is a great game. Are there any negatives at all?
Actually, I would say, which might come as a surprise to most people, that the graphics isn't really all that. It's really nice when you look at it on a distance, but when you get up close to things, it gets almost like a blurry mess, unfortunately. And also the animations is still a little bit stiff like Oblivion.
So play it in first person.
Yeah, basically. I would totally do that.
Okay, but still a strong recommendation in your book.
Oh yeah, it's a serious contender to the Game of the Year and might even also be one of the greatest role-play games ever, really.
Overkill!